Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fusion's Ramblings. So, in this series, we spend a few minutes while playing Minecraft or other games, but currently it's Minecraft, and we talk about something random. What is it today? What are we going to ramble on? Well, we're going to talk about digital currency. That's an interesting topic. So, digital currency is a lot of different things, and there's a lot of different ways to look at it. You could consider your debit card or credit card as digital currency. Um, Technically, it is. You can use it to go online and pay for items and never have to have cash with you. You can go to a store and utilize it, and you don't have to carry around cash. Um, and it replaced checks. It used to be that everybody would have checks, and that was the currency of choice. Is you'd write out a check for your groceries and write out a check to pay your bills and things like that. And of course, some people still do. Um, but overall, most of us no longer, utilize checks. Uh, Instead, we utilize our debit card or credit card. Um, Now, so that leads to the question of digital currency, what's next? And we could talk about Bitcoin or the equivalents of Bitcoin. There's a lot of them out there. Is that going to be the next currency or will it be something else? Um, and that's an interesting question to think about. Uh, I own Bitcoin myself. I purchased it a couple years ago, and I've seen it grow in value, and I've seen it decrease in value. I've um, cashed some of it out and let the rest of it continue to grow and earn interest. Um, I'm definitely not rich off of it or anything like that. I haven't really played around with trying to trade it or anything like that. I treated it more as a bank account and that I invested some money into it. It's collecting interest just like, you collect interest on a bank account, a savings account. And so, I'm earning a little bit and then it's there if I need it. And hopefully the value, goes up so that when I need it, it's worth a lot more than what I invested. And right now it is. Right now it's about 15 times more than what I invested originally into it. Um, I should probably invest more, but right now the price is really high, and I would rather invest when the price is low, which is what you normally do. But that's talking about investing Bitcoin. But what about just using something like Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever as a regular currency and doing all your shopping? You go to the store, you pay with Bitcoin. You pay a bill, you pay with Bitcoin. You go to a restaurant, you pay with Bitcoin. Now, there are a lot of places that are open to that and opening up to that where you can do that. There's apps that you can link your Bitcoin or your whatever type of Bitcoin. I know that, I'm saying Bitcoin, but as a general reference because there's all kinds of coins out there. Um, Besides just the original Bitcoin, whether it's Celsius or Ethereum or Bitcoin or others. But there are apps that you can link that into, and then you can just pay using the value of your coin, your digital currency. Um, I think that will be something that becomes more and more prevalent as we continue to, progress in technology and capabilities, and that we will become more and more and more a cashless society. I think cash will always exist in some format because it has to. I mean, what happens when the power goes out? Your digital currency is worthless. You cannot use it. You need power to access it. You need, in this case, internet to access it. Now, digital currency may change to where it's not dependent upon, having power or internet to do so. I always think about, and I can't remember the name of the movie, but there was that movie that came out, and of course, I wouldn't want things to go in this direction, but um, you basically carried around Bitcoin in a sense, a digital currency in the form of seconds and minutes and hours and days and years encoded into your body. And that value bought everything, but it also dictated your lifespan in that if it ran out, um, your body would shut down. Now, I don't think that's where we would ever go or head. Um, I just don't see that. No matter what mad science came up with it, you know, I don't think that would ever happen. But the concept of having a digital currency locked to your body might. And then there's the questions, of course, that would raise. Let's say that you get implanted with a chip, or by choice, obviously, and that chip becomes your currency. You put currency onto that chip. So if you buy something, you have a value on that chip, and it's deducted, whether it's you scan your palm or your eye or whatever it is, or your voice print or whatever, or encoded in with a code, and it takes the money from the chip. And then if someone pays you for something or you get paid for your job, it goes to that chip. That could be something that could happen with digital currency in the future. Um, and just kind of changing the way that we use money. I do see things like that happening, where more and more it'll be something that we have technology-wise that controls the money that we have, and we don't necessarily keep it in a bank. Maybe banks will still be there because you can still put money into savings and keep it separate, and things like that. I think that would be smart. Um, you know, then if that is the case, though, I guess we have to think about security, safety. If you're carrying a lot of money around in your chip, what's to prevent someone from murdering you to get the chip and then, take your money? Or maybe, if they murder you, then the chip no longer works and, you can't get the money that way. I don't know. We would have to think of ways to prevent crime, just like we do with counterfeiting laws and what they do to create money that helps prevent counterfeiting, or passwords that protect bank accounts, and things like that. Obviously, technology will evolve to adapt and cover it. Maybe, well, I won't say maybe we will. This already exists where you carry your money around on your cell phone. A lot of people do, where you have an app, you load the money into that app, and then you use your cell phone to pay for things, whether it's holding your phone over the little scanner at the register and that pays the bill, or when you're traveling, the taxi cab or the subway line or whatever. um, I've done that. I have the ability to do that, where I load money into it. Of course, that's dependent upon the internet, having access to a network that can tell how much money I have added to that, because it's not physically stored on my phone. I think that would be a little dangerous in today's world. You get your phone stolen, you basically lose all your money. That would be terrible. Or you lose your phone or break your phone, and now your money's gone because it was on the phone. That would be as bad as just accidentally throwing $100 bill into the fire. It's gone. So I mean, there'll have to be some changes there that protect the currency that we have, whatever form it takes. But I definitely see, as technology progresses, um, more and more opportunities for digital currency to become the normal. And some people have not really adapted to that or thought about it um, as much. Um, Others have, and they do everything digitally. And I think there'll be a balance of some sort, but definitely an interesting thought, of what the future could hold as far as being able to, manage your finances um, in a digital form of some format. So I guess the question is if that happens, would you be one of those individuals that would embrace it and use digital currency? Do you already use digital currency? Or are you a cash person and you're just going to stick with cash because, that's what you're comfortable with? Um, Advantages to both in today's market, uh, but in the future markets, who knows what's going to happen? Um, you may not have a choice, depending on where you live. Um, But anyways, for now, no matter what, I guess if I was to, give advice on it, I would just say that whatever form of currency you use, whether it's cash, debit card, credit card, checks, digital currency of some form, just be smart with it. That's all. You should always keep a little backup of some other form in case you need it. But then definitely, be smart with your money. Don't make stupid decisions. There's a lot of con artists out there, a lot of fake advertisements you see all the time of, hey, and give us, your money and you're instantly gonna have, triple back in, a year or whatever. No, those things don't exist. It's too good to be true. It's not true. And there's a lot of not true out there, too good to be true situations. A lot of that exists out there. So just be smart with whatever currency you prefer to use. All right, I think that pretty much covers up and takes our time for today's uh, topic of Fusion's Ramblings. Hope you've enjoyed the discussion as we just mined our tunnel here to expand the expressway, and we shall talk to you next time.